everybody, Carol from Carol's Vintage Treasures. Today I am going to show you how I ship things. This is my shipping table. I also take pictures here, so there's a backdrop back there that I pull over this table when I take pictures. But I think I have everything I need here. I'm going to go ahead and show you briefly how I ship. Everybody has their own way of doing things. This is how I do it. And you'll get a little sneak peek of what's been sold too. This guy was in last week's video. It's a little resin turkey. I'm shipping him out tomorrow for my customer. And I have an 8x8x8 box here that I'm going to put him in. Taping the bottom of the box. Bring this up a little more so you can see better. And I'm already out of tape. Look at that. So I'm using Mr. Pin tape. It's usually what I buy. I get it through Amazon. There is, you can just search it online. I don't have any links set up or anything for anything. Most of my shipping supplies I either get on Amazon or I go to Walmart to get them. These 8x8x8 boxes I got online because they don't carry that size at my Walmart. Alright, I might have to step out of frame a few times to print my packing slips and my postage labels. So I'll let you know when I'm doing that, and you'll just see the table at that point. I have tried to figure out a way to do this better, but you're going to find in my video I use a lot of tape, I use a lot of bubble wrap, and I use a lot of paper. That's the way I do it because I want things to get to the customers without any damage, so I kind of do overkill on things. You don't have to do it that way. I have some paper I'm going to put in the bottom of the box. And I'm going to bubble wrap this guy. Even though he's resin, he can still get damaged. And this is bubble wrap I picked up at Walmart. You can get it on Amazon too. But I usually go into Walmart about once a month or so and pick up packing supplies. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap him very well. Go around him one time that way. And I'm going to go around the other way too. And this may not be the way you do things. The way you do things is great, but this is the way I do it. So you just gotta do it your way. Do what works best for you. I'm just showing you what I do here. Go around this way. Take that down. So he's pretty well protected here. You can see that. Hopefully he will still fit in this box. If not, I may have to go to a bigger box. Yeah, this box is too small. Unless I lay it like this, maybe. So he'll go in laying the other way. Let's do that. Okay, so you can see he's in there pretty snug. I'm going to put a little bit of paper around him just to kind of fill the voids and to keep him from banging around in the box. Okay, and then that closes good. I'm going to go ahead and weigh him with my little digital scale here. This scale I got on Amazon. And go ahead and weigh him. He weighs almost 2 pounds. Let's see what the customer requested. I'm going to try to go to my computer here. Hopefully my microphone cord still reaches and I can at least talk to you while I'm over here. So he was 2 pounds in an 8 by 8 by 8. I'm just putting in my measurements here on Etsy's shipping platform. So I'm going to go ahead and go priority because the customer, and sometimes Etsy does this, it won't let you choose the next thing up. And I think that might be because the customer chose priority and didn't give you any other options. So we're going to have to go ground advantage, what they chose. I'm trying to click on priority here and it just won't let me. And sometimes it does that. I don't know why. But I'm going to go ahead. This is going out tomorrow. I'm going to select the date or Monday, which is I'm doing this Sunday. So review it. And it's 8 by 8 by 8 in a 2 pound weight. I'm going to purchase this. And then I'm going to print my packing slip. My packing slip takes a while in my printer. I have tried to figure out why it's doing that. I don't know. I'm choosing odd pages only, so it only prints 1 page. And then I'm going to print that. And I like to go over to my labels. I have a Rollo printer. I like to make sure nothing's on it because that will make little creases in the barcodes. And it looks pretty good there. So I'm going to go ahead and go to print a shipping label. I have to switch printers here. And then print. And we'll make sure that that label looks pretty good. As you can see, it looks fine. So I'm going to leave it in the box here while I go to the next one in my packing slip prints. Okay. Let's go over here and see what's next. I'm going to go ahead and do done. I have a plush that's next. It's my little IKEA Stegosaurus. So the way I do plushies is, and I have 2 of them here to ship. I'm going to show you this guy. I like to look them over again, make sure they don't have any spots on them or anything. Forgot to get some plastic bags. I'm going to grab some real quick. And I hear my packing slip printing. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that before I do this. Okay. Some people don't put packing slips in the boxes. I do. It's just the way I like to do it. So there it is there. And there's my label. I'm going to go ahead and close this little turkey in here. There we go. I like to put about 3 pieces of tape across the top and then a smaller piece on the sides. That way I just make sure it's secure. And then I'm going to put the label on top. I think investing in a roller printer is the best thing I ever did. It doesn't eat up all my ink on my printer, and it does a good job. So there's my package completed. I got 1 done. And on to the next one. Just sit this over here maybe. Hey, Holly. You can't see her, but she's walking around. She's like, what are you doing? Okay, so here's my little dinosaur. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't have any hairs or debris on him. I do that when I put them away, but I like to do it again right before I mail him. I've had this little guy for a while. Make sure there's no spots or anything that I missed. And then I'm going to put him in a bag. This helps. I'm going to need a bigger bag. This helps out if you're in an area or you're shipping it to an area that has rain or, you know, helps to keep it clean and moisture free, hopefully. So, and I get these bags on Amazon. You can just search resealable plastic bags. I had a bunch of them when I used to do Amazon fulfillment. I don't do that anymore, but they have the warning on them so that people do not let their kids suffocate on them. It's a shame we live in a world like that that has to have warnings. There's a hair on this bag. I'm going to get it off real quick. When you have a dog, you have to be very careful. Make sure you get all the dog hair off and all the people hair. Okay, go ahead and weigh my little dinosaur. He's not going to weigh much. I got a little side thing here I can push so I can get it pretty accurate. So maybe about 8 ounces for that guy. Let's see how they wanted it shipped out. I'm going to measure this bag because I don't think I put the right measurements in. So let me find a tape measure. Of course there's something I forgot. Here we go. This is real life. So 13 by, let's see, 18 by 13. But it's not going to be that big because I'm going to tape it. Let's see what I put. I put 16 by 12. That's probably about right. So we'll just go with that. And let's see, it is giving me the option of priority now. So I'm just going to do a pound because that's the smallest you can go with priority. And going out tomorrow. Okay. And everything looks good. We're going to go ahead, review that, purchase the label. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to do my packing slip first because that takes a while. And just do odd pages so it just prints the first page. Go back over and print my shipping label. Switch to my Rollo printer. And then print. All right. And this one is pretty much done until I get my packing slip. I'm going to stick that in there and do what I can with the next order. So let's see what the next thing is. Done. So now I have the cast iron doorstop I'm going to ship out. This is probably going to be pretty heavy. Oh, there goes my shipping label. So I'll go ahead and finish up this one. Not shipping label, packing slip. All right. Go ahead and put that in there. And I'm gonna make this as small as I can. And these are self-sealing. But I'm also going to put tape over it just to make sure it gets there all right. And we'll make sure everything's good. And do you know what I just did? I just taped my label in there. So I'm not going to redo this. I'm going to grab my label out of here. Oh my gosh. I don't have a bloopers section. How many of us have done that though, really? Okay. I'm going to tape this back with tape. I'm not going to waste my envelope. It will be fine. Come on now, tell me you haven't done that. Okay, and I put my label on the top. And our little dinosaur's ready to go. And as you can see, I did make it a smaller size. So they can't really complain. Okay. What did we have next? We had our little doorstop guy. And you'll see these things on my What Sold video on Friday. You're getting a little sneak peek at them now, except for the turkey, because the turkey was on last week's video. I kind of snuck him in there. And there'll probably be some more things in the video, because I'm doing this for Monday's shipping day. And I am going to bubble wrap this guy very well so he doesn't get scratched and messed up. Yes, he is cast iron. He's not going to break, but he can get scratched and damaged just like anything else. So I prefer to make sure things do not get broken or chipped or scratched. Okay. I think we grab the appropriate box. What's this one? I think I'll try this one. It's a 12 by 8 by 10. He might go in the 8 by 8 by 8, but I don't know. I just feel better knowing there's a little more room in there. Got 3 pieces on the bottom, 2 on the side. Especially with a heavier item like this, you want to make sure the bottom is taped really well. Okay, and I'm going to put some paper in here in the bottom. A couple of pieces, and I buy this paper at Walmart. I'm going to stick him in here face down. He's going to need a lot more paper. That's okay. You want to make sure he gets there safely. And we want to make our customer happy. That is the #1 thing, to make your customer happy. Then you'll get good feedback and you'll get more customers. Okay, let's go ahead and weigh this. Hopefully I put enough weight on it. So we're going to go 4 pounds with this one. And it is in a 12 by 8 by 10 box. Sometimes I just estimate or guesstimate what I think it'll be, and sometimes I'm way off. Most of the time I'm a little bit over. And I do that to account for shipping supplies. Right. if it goes a little bit over, you know, you have to account for other things that you're paying for, like your boxes and your bubble wrap and your paper. So that can be rolled into that. And I already forgot. Did I say? Let's weigh this guy one more time because I forgot what it was in all the craziness. 4 pounds. Okay, so we're going to go 4 pounds. And see what we got here. Ground advantage. See if he'll let me bump it up. No, won't let me bump it up. Okay, so this is going to have to go ground advantage. It's going to be... Okay. Going out tomorrow, 4 pounds. I said 12 by 8 by 10, right? Let's double check. I always like to double check things. 12 by 8 by 10. Okay. Go ahead and review this. Purchase. And then I'm going to print my packing slip first since it takes a while. Odd pages only. And I'm going to go back and print my shipping label. Switch to the roller printer. And just print because it'll only print the label. I don't have to choose how many pages I want. Okay. So let's just stick this back here for a minute. But it printed my label very well. And we'll do that. And let's see what we have next on our list while that packing slip is printing. Let's see. So we have some glasses to ship out. This one might be kind of tricky because they're pretty big glasses. I just bought these. I just put them in a haul and they've sold already. So that is good. Quick turnaround on those. You'll see those in Friday's video. I'll go over what sold with you on that one. Okay. So we sold these glasses with the cards on them. I put all my paper over there so I can wrap new things that come in. I reuse the paper because I'm going to bubble wrap these. Trying to decide what size box I want to use. If I do 8 by 8 by 8, I can put cardboard in between and I think it'll be tall enough. Let's try that. I might have to go to a bigger box though. We'll see. Go ahead and put this box together. I like to use cardboard in between, and what I usually do is I'll just cut up an old box to do that. When I worked in retail, I would get boxes for my work that had dividers in them, and that was very helpful. But I'm not working in retail anymore. So I have to kind of do my own thing here. And I heard my packing slip print, so let's go ahead and close up this box and we'll have more room on the table. I'm going to grab my packing slip. All right, put it in there. And this is our doorstop. It's really cute. It was a cat doorstop. Ooh. I usually like to give the box a good shake, make sure it doesn't rattle around too much. Got our label on there. It's good to go. All right, now these glasses. I know the box is going to be tall enough. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to cut the flaps off of this box. To try to give it some division. Just so they don't rattle too much against each other. It's got a shipping label on it. It's probably to me, but I'll go ahead and cut that off anyway. All right. I went ahead and cut. You can just cut the label off. If you don't want your information being seen by other people. Okay. I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. Okay, so this is what I did on the inside. I kind of made a divider so that they're not going to clang against each other or vibrate against each other. Then I'm going to bubble wrap each one. Actually, I think I'm going to put a little paper in the bottom first. Let's go ahead and do that. There's some paper. Put a couple of pieces in there. Put this back in here. And you can do this however you want. This is just the way I do it. And I'll show you how it looks there. And then I'm going to bubble wrap each glass. I'll show you how it looks when I'm all done. I've shipped a lot of glasses this way, and I very rarely had a problem, so. I think after I do this one, I'm going to start the camera over, because sometimes if a video gets too long, it cuts off on me, and I want to prevent that from this happening on the video. And I have a few more things to ship here that I want to show you. You can also, if you're shopping at the store and you see somebody, one of the clerks unpacking things, you can ask them for a box that way. Okay, so that's how that looks. I'm going to put some paper over the top. I'm going to try to put paper on the sides of the box too, just to give it a little extra cushioning as I'm putting my paper in here, because most of the time when things get damaged, it's because of the vibration. And if you can cut down on that by putting paper in the sides, see how that's how that looks there. It'll cut down on that. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh our box. It's a little bit over 4 pounds, so we might have to go 5 pounds. We'll see what we can do here. All right. Okay. And this one is a gift. So I'm going to print out a gift packing slip for the customer. And that doesn't show the cost of the item. Okay, so we're going to go 8 by 8 by 8. I'm just going to put 5 pounds. And I'm going to see if I can go priority. It won't let me. Okay, so I'm going to go ground advantage because it won't let me choose priority. I don't know why it does this. Okay, anyway, go ahead and review it. That looks good. And then with my packing slip, I'm just going to print the second page because that's the part that the gift receipt is on. So instead of odd, I'm going to choose even. Oh, it's not showing a packing slip. Hang on. Gift message. Hang on. So this does not, So this gift receipt has the pricing on it, which is weird. Maybe they chose it that way, I don't know. So I'm going to do even pages and just print this one page. It's not letting me print it. I think this is one I'm going to be safe and not print a packing slip with. It won't let me print the second one. That is so weird. All right, I am back, and it didn't print my packing slip yet, but I'm trying again, and I'm just going to put that to the side until I get a packing slip. The next thing I'm shipping is a chrome mirror. I'd already packed this partially, so it would be ready to go. For this one, I'm using a 15 by 12 by 10 box. I'm going to make sure it's packed very well because it is a mirror. Let's see, I'm going to need more paper. I'm going to put you down for just a second while I go grab some more paper. All right. This one I'm going to make sure it has plenty of paper. In the bottom, on the sides, everywhere. So I'm going to put about 3 pieces in the bottom. And I did put paper in this, but I haven't bubble wrapped it yet. So I'm going to make sure it's bubble wrapped very well. I'm going to go both ways with the bubble wrap. I'll go this way first. And I'm going to tighten it up and make sure that paper I have in there is pressing against the glass or the mirror very well. Got it this way. And I think I hear my packing slip printing finally. Technical difficulties. I tell ya. Life is real on my channel. real life. Okay, so I have that going both directions. As you can see, it's bubble wrapped very well. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the box like that. It's got the paper in the bottom. Now I'm going to make sure there's lots of paper on top. It's going to take a lot of paper, but that's okay. I'm going to put some on the sides too to make sure it doesn't vibrate. And this is a big chrome vanity mirror. You'll see it on Friday in my What Sold video. And I need a little bit more. I don't want it rambling around in there. So it doesn't shake around much, so that's good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab the other packing slip and take care of this first. I don't like to get out of order if I can avoid it. Now, this is a gift receipt, but it's got the price on it, so I guess they don't mind that being shown. But it does have a message on here, so I want to make sure it gets put in the box. And these are the card playing glasses that I showed you before. And we have them very well packaged, so they're not going to vibrate or break. They're not going to vibrate against each other or clang against each other when they're shipping, because we have that cardboard in there and we have lots of paper and bubble wrap. And I always say it is better to do overkill than not enough, because all it takes is one unhappy customer to leave you bad feedback, and that's going to affect your sales. All right, and we got that all set. Put that to the side. We're going to do the mirror now. Let's go ahead and weigh it. Go ahead and push the button on the side. Oh, it shut off on me. Okay, do it again. Come on. Push this on the side so I can see. So it's going to be about 4 pounds. And the size of the box, this is the biggest box I like to use. 15 by 12 by 10, because then you start going into the oversized, and that can be pretty costly to ship. Okay, we'll do these next. Oh. Okay, so we're going to our mirror. And then we're going to put the sizes and the weight in. I think I put the right size in, 15 by 12 by 10. Let me double check. I'm always very paranoid. Okay, and weigh this one more time. Got about 4 pounds, which is exactly what I put in. That doesn't happen very often. Okay, it's going out tomorrow, so we're going to review and purchase. And then we're going to go print our packing slip. Hopefully we have no problems this time. And we're going to do just the it's making me choose the page numbers. 1, 2, 1. And we just want 1 copy. What in the heck's going on with my printer? Okay, I'll go ahead and print that. Then we're going to print the shipping label, which should pop up pretty quickly. Just got to change the printer. All right. We got our label, and we're just waiting for the packing slip. Let's see what we got coming up next here. Next we have our M brooch. So I did sell a piece of jewelry. And these boxes I got at Goodwill. Sometimes if you look in the baggie area, they'll have boxes that people have donated that maybe aren't reselling anymore. So this is what I sold. I got it in a box. It's an M brooch, letter M. M is in Mary. So with jewelry, I usually take a little tissue paper and put it in there so it doesn't move around. So I'm just going to take a piece of tissue paper. And you might have to cut it down or make it smaller. But I just do it like this. It's too big. Do it like that. And then I put it in here. And I have to grab my Scotch tape. I don't like to use packing tape on the jewelry boxes because it's so big. So I usually just use a couple of pieces of Scotch tape just to make sure it stays closed. All right, and then I'm going to take a piece of bubble wrap. I'll do this. The printer sounds sick. I hope I don't need a new printer pretty soon. I have had this one for a while. So it's bubble wrapped, and I take one of these envelopes, they're 9x6. I put the box in here. I've very rarely had any problems doing it this way, but let's grab our packing slip. I got plastic bags all over the place here. All right, here's the packing slip for the vanity mirror. Go ahead and put that in there. There is my label. Go ahead and tape it. And I do it 3 times across the top. And then I do the sides. I already taped the bottom when I was off camera, just to save a little time. I'm going to put our shipping label on top. I hope you like videos like this. If you do, let me know in the comments and I'll try to do some more. And there's the label. That one's done. So we're going to go back to our brooch. Let's get a weight on it. I'm sure it's under a pound. It's about 2 ounces. So I would say 8 ounces. I like to go up a little bit. Everybody does things differently. This is the way I do it. You know. Okay. So they wanted it priority mail. So I'll just leave it at a pound. I'm going to go 9x6. by 2. And let's see. Go ahead and that looks good. You're gonna purchase it. I wish I could show you my screen too. I'm not sure how to go about that. I know I can do a screen share, but going back and forth to the shipping and the screen is going to be hard. Let's print our packing slip. And we're going to go back to this printer. Now my printer's all wigged out now. 1-to-1 print. Okay, now I'm going to print my label. Switch back to my roller printer. And got that. All right. This one's ready to go as soon as the packing slip prints. I will just put it right there. We have one more item. Another piece of plush. We sold Tramp. This little guy. I'll show him more in the what sold video. But same thing, we want to make sure he's all, I swear, these Dollar Tree things are driving me crazy. They pop off the roller and they're really hard to get the new layer off. I'm thinking of just not buying them there anymore and just buying a regular lint roller. Because I don't know if it's worth the cost to I need a bigger one for him. I don't know if it's worth the cost. You got to figure your time into it too. No, I think he'll be okay. I'll scrunch his bottom a little. All right, so I want to make sure he gets there nice and clean and no lint, no hair on him. So I'm going to put him in this bag, and it is another one of those with the warning on them. All right, I'm going to put him to the side for a minute. All right, grab my shipping label for my jewelry. I mean my packing slip. It's not done yet. There it goes. Of course my printer will act up when I'm doing the shipping video. Of course it will. All right. Hopefully this video is not too long. But I want to give you a good idea of how I ship and what the process is. So I put my packing slip in there. I put a piece of tape across the back. I just like to do that. I know there's adhesive on there, but I still like to make sure. So that one's all ready to go. Okay, back to our Tramp guy. I'm not happy with the way this is fitting in here, so I'm going to go to a bigger bag. I don't want him to be shipped with his neck all crimped, because that might cause some problems. Let me go to a bigger bag. All right. Because sometimes these Disney plush, the stuffing goes out of their neck and they get all flip-floppy. And I'm going to try to avoid that since he's in pretty good condition. I don't want to add to his flip-floppiness. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to put him in a bigger bag. I like to be really careful when I'm shipping and make sure things get to people nicely. So that's better. He's not all crimped down. I'm happier with that. So I'm going to take this and these poly mailers I get on Amazon. You can just do a search for the size that you need and it should come up. Let's go ahead and weigh him. I'm sure he's going to be a pound or less, under a pound. I'm going to say 8 ounces. And we'll see what the customer chose for shipping here. And if I'm able to go up to priority, I will. Okay. So we are done with that. We're going to go here and do this one. And they chose priority. So I'm going to go to 1 pound. And now you'll get this message on Etsy every once in a while that they could not confirm the address. You can either contact the customer or you can try to verify the address yourself in Google. So I'm going to try to verify it, but it's to a P.O. box, so that's going to be difficult to do. I'm going to go ahead and send it like this. If it comes back to me, it's fine. Let's see. Maybe it's because they put a small O in P.O. box. Still. I'm going to try sending it out like this. If it comes back to me, I'll contact them for a better address, but I think it'll be okay. It's just probably giving me the address of the place where the P.O. box is located. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see what 401 blah 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 is. I'm going to try just Googling the address and see what it comes up with here. And what you do when you do that is you just put the address into the search box. And then we're going to see if it comes up with something. Okay. So let's see. It did come up with something here. Let's see. So it's a house. I'm not sure why it's coming up with a P.O. box for a house. That's a little strange. I think I'm going to contact them and make sure this is the correct address. So I showed you how I went ahead and packaged it. So this one I'm going to set to the side. It's going to take a little more time to send out, but you got the idea of how it was shipped. So the next step would be to put the packing slip in it, seal it, and put the label on it. But you've seen me do that with all the other things, so I don't think you're missing anything by me not doing that. So this one I'm going to hang on to till I can contact the customer and verify the address. Sometimes you have to do that, and I just feel better doing it. And yeah, sometimes the address won't come up in the Postal Service's system, and you can Google it and make sure it is an actual place. And in this case, I'm just showing a house. I'm not showing a business. and they are putting a P.O. box in it. So I feel better contacting them and making sure it's going to the right place. So that one's going to be set aside. Normal part of shipping sometimes. But that's going to be the end of the shipping video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some tips or pointers from it. But that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you like seeing videos like this, let me know in the comments and I'll make some more. But that's going to be it for now. You have a great day. And if you're out shopping, looking for stuff, I hope you find everything you're looking for. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.